What's up, guys? It's your boys here, Inherited Obsession. As always, my name is Heath.
And Riding Dirty.
So we're back with you today for another shoe review. Do what we do. So, kind of a cool review today. It is the Jordan 31 BlackCat. I'm gonna let Ryden go ahead and get into it.
One thing we both really like is this box. We've never seen this good of stuff on the box, the Jordan box. On the top, it's got Roman numeral numbers for 31, and this side, it's got it in white. And this shoe is inspired by the Jordan 1, and so they did a really cool thing. And then they put this on the back of the lid of the box because it's inspired on the 31.
Kind of a throwback to the OG Jordan 1 box, which is kind of the story of the whole shoe, but we'll get into that in a minute.
And another cool thing is wrapping. It's cool because there's not a lot of wrapping like this for on Jordan. Wrapping, it's just plain white because it's got Roman numeral 31, and then it's got the Jordan 1 symbol. And here's the shoe.
Let's see them. Right on. So, like he said, the box kind of tells the story. When they started to create the Jordan 31, they used the Jordan 1 as the inspiration. So there's a lot of things on the shoe that kind of pays homage to the OG original Jordan 1. I'm going to let Ryden talk about some of the cosmetics, and then I'm going to get into some of the tech. This shoe is actually the most technical Jordan basketball shoe that we've ever. Yeah, I mean, it's a ton of tech in this shoe. Definitely the most technical Jordan we've ever seen. There's a lot of firsts on this shoe for the Jordan brand, and from what I've read, this shoe pretty much is going to change the way that Jordans are, Jordans and Nike basketball shoes are made, from here on out. So I'll get into that tech stuff here in a minute, but like I said, I'm going to let Dirty go ahead and get into some of the cosmetic features that is pretty dope and, he likes. So go ahead and take it.
One thing really cool of this shoe is that Tinker Hatfield, the guy who made most Jordans, when he saw Jordan play and watch his games, Jordan reminded him of a cat with Jordan's speed, and Jordan, when he jumps, explodes and really good, and so like a cat does some of that stuff, and it just reminded Tinker about a cat. And
so that's where the BlackCat story comes from.
So that's why it's a BlackCat. And for the BlackCat, the symbol is right there on the back of the tongue. That's pretty cool. And there's actually a rare thing on this shoe, so I don't get why it's not more money than it actually is. But it's got the Nike swoosh fading into the Jumpman, and I guess that's rare. And that's something I really like about it. Right here, instead of lace holes, it's got flywire loops, and I don't know why he did that, but it's cool. I really like that it's got a little sock part into the leather. It's cool.
Kind of like an internal booty, like the Jordan 7.
Yeah.
And the like the Jordan 7, Huarache's another one. It's got kind of that neoprene booty inside. Yeah. So go ahead. Sorry.
And one thing on it that we know is inspired on the Jordan 1 is the symbol right here, and that's where it is on the Jordan 1, right right there on the, I would say by the heel, and the Nike swoosh on it, and that's not on any other Jordan 31 in the wood.
Right on.
Yeah.
So like Dirty was saying, and like I said earlier, they used the Jordan 1 as an inspiration for the shoe, and a lot of features on that is noticeable. So before I get into some of the tech, like Ryden mentioned earlier, you know, if you think back to Jordan brand, Jordans, you know, the Jordan 1 had the Nike swoosh. Moving forward after the Jordan 1, we did not see the Nike swoosh again on Jordans. So being that they used the Jordan 1 for the inspiration for the shoe, they threw the Nike swoosh back on here. So like he said, you got the Nike swoosh kind of on the front of the shoe, and it fades back into the infamous Jumpman logo, and then again the infamous Jordan 1 logo on the inside. So kind of a, you know, all three. It pays homage to all three of the Jordan, you know, hate to use the word again, but infamous trademarks. So I thought that was a really cool feature. Cosmetically, I think he about, you know, covered everything else. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and get into the tech. So like I said earlier, this shoe is definitely one of the, you know, probably the most technical basketball shoe out there. Hands down the most technical Jordan basketball shoe we've seen. So some of that tech is basically the forefoot, the front of the upper of the shoe is kind of like this mesh material. They're calling it fly weave. And that fades back into the back part of the shoe into a synthetic leather. And what that does is the fly weave enables you to have that movement in the forefoot and flexibility, while as it fades back into the synthetic leather, it you know, it gives you that lock in the heel that you need for support and whatnot. So that's one of the new tech features. He mentioned the fly wire loops or lace loops. Again, he also mentioned the internal booty right here. Since we're speaking on the booty right here, I don't think you're going to be able to see it. I'll try and flip it out. But inside the shoe, they have all these foam pads on the rear of the shoe, you know, where the heel is going to be. And again, I feel that's for a little more comfort and cushioning. On top of, I personally feel it helps lock your heel in there, again, for support. So that's another cool technical feature on it. Probably the biggest new technical feature we're seeing on this shoe is what they're calling flight speed, and it says it right here on the outer sole on the back of the shoe. But before I get into flight speed, real quick, when they went to design this shoe, well, actually, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Go all the way back to the Jordan 1. Michael almost did not sign with Nike back in his day because, you know, at the time, Nike, you know, they were already doing shoes, but they were real deep into running and not so much basketball. And from what Mike had saw at the time, he felt that the sole of the shoe was just too wide and bulky. And he wanted more of a low-profile sole to give, you know, more court feel and to cut down on weight. So obviously Nike did that for him, and he signed with Jordan. So, you know, moving forward to the 31, he wanted the same thing. He wanted a really low-profile outer sole, and I feel like they accomplished that. You know, it's definitely low-profile. So let me get into the flight speed now on the sole. So flight speed is some of Nike's new tech. Basically, what flight speed is you have the Nike Zoom air cushioning units, you know, from the front all the way to the back of the shoe. And again, you know, everybody knows what that is. That's for, you know, that impact cushioning support. Yeah, so the Air Nike Air Zoom cushioning unit, and then they took what they're calling a flight plate and put it on top of that Nike Air Zoom cushioning unit. and together those two make up flight speed. And like I just explained what the Nike Zoom cushioning is for. So the flight plate, basically, it gives that explosive spring and power out of the shoe when they need it, for the guys wearing these shoes that need to do those crazy dunks. It's just giving them a lot more spring and in the shoe. So, hold on real quick. So, together, the flight plate on top of the Nike Air Zoom cushioning unit, together that makes flight speed. Definitely a really technical sole. You get the cushioning, impact support, while still getting the explosive spring in your jump out of the shoe. So again, a real technical shoe. Were you telling me about the 31? Is that what you want me?
Yeah, on the back again, on the flight speed plate, since you was talking about it, it's got the Roman numeral 31 on it.
Yeah, they just branded on the back of the heel back here the Roman numeral 31. Cosmetic, not really any technical stuff, but another cool little feature. For speaking on how technical the shoe is, I'm gonna be honest. I like the 31s. There's already a lot of colors out this year for it, and there's a lot of dope colors. One of my personal favorites was I love the All-Star. I love the Chinese New Year's, probably at the top of that list. The Black Toe's sick. The band's sick. Ton of sick colors. And to be honest, I love BlackCats. I have the BlackCat 6 sitting over there. One of our, releases that we're looking forward to the most of 2017 is going to be a Christmas holiday release, and that is the BlackCat 3. That is a must cop for both me and Dirty. Yes. So we definitely love the BlackCat story, and typically love the way the BlackCats look. When it came to the BlackCat 31, I'm gonna be honest, it kind of was a little bit on the dull side to me. But I will say, the more after I copped it, the more I looked at it, the more it grew on me. But what I was getting into a minute ago, saying how technical this shoe is, what blew me away, and probably the main reason that I jumped on this shoe and picked it up, was that these were super slept on. Not the 31 shoe in particular, but the BlackCat. People, they're sitting in the stores like a lot of Jordans nowadays, but you just don't really see that on BlackCats, and these were definitely not flying on the off the shelves. So because of that, they were thrown on a sale, and I was able to pick this up for $138. That's about $60 under retail, which is. It's got a lot of good stuff on. For all that tech, that's crazy, and for Jordan, that's unheard of. So. When I saw a $138 price tag on this thing, I definitely could not pass it up. We picked it up at Finish Line. Shout out to our boys at Finish Line. They always take care of us. But I do believe that they have pairs still sitting there for that $138 price tag. So if you're looking for either a dope looking shoe or a shoe to hoop in. Don't get this. Yeah, don't sleep on this shoe. $138, you can't beat that, and you won't be disappointed. Super comfortable shoe on top of everything else we said. That kind of pushed me over the edge to pick up this shoe because of that super cheap price tag. I think we about covered everything on the Jordan 31 BlackCat. It's true to size. I think that, true to size. So get in there, pick up this shoe. You won't be disappointed. I'm anxious to know any of you out there that are watching our videos, if you've hooped in it. Let me know in the comment section, if you can actually, feel the benefits of all this new technology in the shoe. I personally haven't got a chance to hoop in it yet, and I'm curious. So go in the comment section, leave those comments. We don't really play basketball. Also leave the comments whether you're liking our videos, hit that thumbs up, that like button for us. That actually goes a long way in letting us know that we're doing a good job for y'all. What do they need to do?
Don't hit the like button, smash it.
Smash it. That's his key phrase right there.